Drake is now trapped in a body that isn't his. Being a part of the hardcore program comes with risks, but the biggest risk is the fact that he cannot access his real body. He's halfway around the world, and his enemies can see everything he does through his own eyes. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is Hardcore. As we saw in the last video, Drake is in a bad way, man. Not only was the organization he worked for under attack, now he couldn't even access his own body. The solution was simple: find his handlers who are still loyal and follow their escape routes to go back to the States. It was supposed to be simple, right? They even had a private jet waiting. Come to find out, the pilot, he was a double agent. This wasn't no escort, this was a kill team, and they looked to kill. Thankfully, his handlers could handle themselves. He, on the other hand, had to protect the missus. Yeah, the lover of the man he's currently possessing. Disregarding the fact that the kill team had rocket launchers, Drake decided, I'm not running anymore, and just opened fire, dropping him. But he had a rocket launcher on his shoulder. He let that shit fly in the jet. And just like that, all plans for the escape and the handlers themselves were eradicated. It was a bad day, but someone was about to have a worse day. This is Air Force One, the current plane of a president of the United States, and he just found out about a government-sanctioned operation called Hardcore, and the fact that her dirty bomb was taken. That dirty bomb was a nuclear warhead. He wanted to know what the fuck was happening, and why the hell is he finding out about this shit now? He looked at the director who run the program and let him know, you fired after this, believe that. But for now, find me that fucking bomb. I'm not playing with you. That's a nuke, bruh. Before he could even realize it, right outside his plane, a drone was flying, and he always had jets assisting his trip. So the fighter jet went to confront the drone. He could never have known that unleashing this missile was sealing his own fate. But the choice was made. The nuclear warhead was on the drone itself. As soon as it struck, the air evaporated. The pilot dead. Every single soul in Air Force One dead. The president dead. His staff dead. In one fell swoop, every single leader of America right now was eradicated, and everyone blamed one person, Drake, because in their head, he's connected to too many shit. He was probably a turncoat. He said, no, this ain't real. My president is dead. I'm going home today. He had a route, of course, but it was a risky one. Smugglers. Now, he knew what to expect. They were definitely going to betray him. But at this point, he didn't care. He was just going to kill every single person in this room and take their plane. Now, they thought they had a drop on him, but he had backup, and that backup could use a gun too. Regardless, he took the plane and he set flight. He turned off all the navigation system and flew just blind. But the missus' biggest concern was the fact that he was an Esteban. Am I ever going to see the real Esteban again? He said, hopefully. We can only hope, right? So now, let's just get to the US, alright? Now, he doesn't know what he's saying. That was her lover, and he's just asking her to forget him? Nah, but he had more things to worry about. Someone was watching everything through his eyes. Right outside the Hardcore facility, a blockade has already been put together. They were about to bust in, but they knew that was the wrong move. These motherfuckers had access to nukes. You can't just walk in blind. Worst of all, they got a call. Yeah, it was from the inside. I'm the one who just killed the president. You like my show, huh? I'm gonna keep it simple, because I know you know who I am. Hello, Marcus. Yeah, it's Marcus. I'm gonna put it simple. I don't want violence, but I'm very, very willing to do violence. All you have to do is kill Drake. I cannot see where he's headed, but I'm sure you can find out. He's probably coming in close. Find him, use your ships, shoot him out of the sky today, or else people will die. Trust me on that. Now, Drake was smart enough to know what comes next. He had a parachute on deck. He gave one to the missus and went back to fly the plane, only to find out he was being shot at. He needed to act quickly. Thank God he was well trained, because he knew how to fly a freaking plane. The missus was screaming in the back, but that's because she wasn't wearing her freaking parachute. He had to leave a plane, go save her ass, and jump out, making sure to land perfectly on the city below, where he was instantly arrested. I mean, he was a wanted man, right? Now, as soon as he was in custody, they started throwing accusations, blaming him for this, blaming him for that. But he wasn't here for no games. I'm here for Marcus. Send me in. We took everything from Marcus. We took his program. He definitely wants to kill me himself. So stop playing with me. Send me in so I could finish this. They said, all right, blinded him, and gave him headphones to listen to some music so they couldn't listen in. Marcus, of course, heard all of this, and he was honestly with it. Matter of fact, he accepted it. Bring him in. I really do want to kill him myself. Now, his right-hand chick was losing her mind. This is definitely a trap. He looked at her like a demon. Shut the fuck up. Oi, if this bitch talks again, kill her, alright? The guard said, yes, sir. Drake was on his way. They let him in. And just like Marcus ordered, he was let in like straight up. But you see, he came prepared. Underneath his jacket, he had a bomb. But Marcus knew Drake too well. Nah, you ain't gonna kill nobody here. You wanna live. You're a survivor. I know you, Drake. I've studied you. Stop playing around, stop bullshitting, and just give me the trigger now and die with dignity, alright? The device in your brain has what? Maybe 5 minutes? You cannot save the world in 5 minutes, boy. So Drake said, alright, cool. You're always smarter than me, right? He threw him the trigger, and that shit popped like a flashbang because it was a flashbang. Marcus said, what the fuck am I paying you guys for? Kill this prick. But Drake was already on the move. He went to take down both of these guards with guns. He took down the first guy, knocked him out with his head. The second guy got an elbow to the jaw. But you see, he had more guys and one female. They were tough. Marcus' focus was on the bomb. He was going to let this place burn. Every single inch of it. Drake, on the other hand, had one goal. Survive. The female agent was like, nah, we're gonna kill him. That vest is definitely fake. That vest was not fake. As soon as they shot at it, it popped like a freaking grenade. Everyone was comatose. Marcus was in the open, and Drake was going to kill his ass, but Marcus was still calm. Look behind you. Drake turned around to see her. She had him dead to rights. Ah, shit. And the timer went out at the exact same moment. He fell to the ground screaming in pain. His chip was done. He was inches from saving the world, but he failed. Drake, by all accounts, was dead. Marcus looked at his second-in-command and shot her dead to rights right there and then. You was a bitch. Terrible to work with. You deserve this bullet to the brain. Pop. Now where will I eat lunch? Pop. Your jaw was shattered, bro. Drake made you a promise. I'm going to beat you to death, Marcus. I promised you that. And just like that, the beatdown began. Every punch broke something, and he did it with joy. Boom, boom, boom. You thought you had my count. You were wrong. I gave you the fake time. Nah, I still have a good 5 minutes left of life. Nicely played, Drake. But you see, I got the bomb. This place about to burn. He said, cool. Let it burn. He called ahead to his support down below. Clear the building is about to blow. He went to the system and typed in a code to gain access to the system. Homeboy was losing his mind. You had the code all this time? Fuck! So basically, he was going to die for nothing. Drake, with a smile, activated the link and lost access to this body. He was back in his. Mr. Esteban was back. Where am I, eh? He looked at the boy, crippled in the corner, bleeding like a fool. Hello, Mr. Esteban, and welcome to America. And just blew up. Esteban just died just like that. The mission was over. When they came back to base to find Drake, they found him all right. He was good, but he knew one truth they never wanted to hear. Marcus ain't dead. Yeah, Marcus is alive. Somehow, some way, he's still out there. And it will be Drake's job to find it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, support, give me a tip, drop a comment below. Join the family, all right? We cool over here. We drop content back to back. Peace.